Hey everybody, welcome back. These are some entitled people that got owned. POV when you work in customer service and have an escalation call. Ooh, escalate. Escalate that call.
So, Miss Pollard, I want you to know that I hear you. I do hear you, and I apologize about your frustration. I understand it. I get it. But I want you to know that nothing has changed. The two choices I have given you still remains the two choices that I've given you. So, oh no, it's not me being rude or mean. I need you to understand that one, you can either pay your account current, right? Or two, I can put this extension in for you, but I want you to know that there will still be a late fee. Only because this is not your first time calling asking for an extension. And not only that, but it's been times to where supervisors have already waived the late fee for you. Let me help you to understand. If you could just let me know what you're confused about.
You're so patient.
I feel like we can get somewhere. So what are you confused about?
She's not confused. She just wants free things.
Okay. So Ms. Pollard, have you not called in before asking for an extensions and asking to have the late fee waived? And were you not informed that if you do ask, Okay. But were you not informed that if you ask for another extension, that there will still be a late fee, that the late fee would have to be issued to you? Were you not informed of that? Because I do see that my supervisor did inform you of that. Okay, so where's the confusion? What are you confused about? Okay, and that's fine. If you like to talk to the supervisor, I'll be more than happy to put that call in for you. But I just want to warn you that she will still give you the same information. But what's your best contact number? Okay, Miss Paula, well, I'll put your phone call in, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Expect to hear a call back from the supervisor in 24 business hours. Y'all not slow.
She's not slow. She's not stupid. She's just trying to get free things out of you, babe. Simmer, 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 simmer. It's okay. She's not confused. She's not slow. She's just trying to complain and get something out of you. That's literally all it is.
I'm not finna play with these people today. So today I'm in the bathroom. I come up the bathroom. I get a phone call on our company phone. And there's a lady on the line. She's nice. She's calm. She goes, hey, I had a mobile pickup and I just picked it up. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, so you already have it? And she goes, yeah, but she's telling me something's wrong with it. I'm like, okay. So I'm scurrying and all the receipts and everything, trying to fix the receipts. And I said, okay, ma'am, you had a meatball sub, a steak and cheese, and a salami and pepperoni sub. She goes, yeah, but I have 2 meatballs and 1 salami. And I was like, oh, I said, the reason why you have 2 meatballs maybe is because we're out of steak. We don't have any more steak. We're out of mayo. We're out of steak. We're out of a lot of things today. Now, I didn't make the sandwich, and I wasn't here when her son, because her son came up and picked the order. I wasn't here when her son came and picked up the order. Well, she goes, well, that's not what I wanted. Why didn't y'all call me? And I was like, ma'am, call you? We're not supposed to call our customers. We're not allowed to do that. She goes, well, my phone number's at the top of the receipt. It wasn't. Because first of all, I couldn't even find a receipt, but we're not even allowed to do that unless it's a DoorDash order. Well, then she starts getting an attitude, and she starts raising her voice.
It's a sandwich!
She goes, well, it's not my fault that your coworker is too lazy to call me. I didn't want this and that. And I was like, ma'am. And she goes, that's not my fault that y'all were too lazy to call me. I said, ma'am, you keep saying y'all. I didn't make the sandwich. I wasn't here. And I told her, I was like, well, ma'am, you can come in and get a free sandwich, any sandwich you want. And she keeps yelling, and she goes, oh, y'all are so unprofessional. I need the manager's number right now. I said, ma'am, I can't give you our manager's number. That's our manager's personal number. I'm not allowed to do that. You can come back up here when our manager is working, but I can't give you her personal number. I'm literally not allowed to do that. And she goes, well, I'm going to get my boyfriend to come up there. How about that? I said, girl, bring your boyfriend up here. He's not stopping nothing. I said, but you can come up here and get a free sandwich, any sandwich you want. We're not going to charge you. And she goes, well, what if my son had an allergy? What if we had allergies? What if we were allergic to it? I said, don't eat it. If you knew you were allergic to meatballs, why would you sit there and eat it and then blame us? Don't eat it. You see you're allergic to it. Don't eat it. She goes, really? I'm like, yeah, really? But y'all, when I tell y'all I'm tired of these people playing with me.
Girl, the fact that this entire rant was over a sandwich. Listen, it gets annoying to order food and then to have it show up cold or the wrong thing or they don't give you everything you ordered. But you do not call the store and inform the employees and have them, just run over every single little detail in their head, because at the end of the day, it's just a sandwich. She offered you a free sandwich and they didn't have the sandwich you wanted. So what are you gonna do about it? You can't be mad at her for not having the sandwich that you want. It's a sandwich. Also, the meatball sandwiches are great. Imagine actually having the time to call and complain about a sandwich. If you have that much free time, you need to find something to fill that free time with, like a job or a hobby.
At me! You kidnapped me!
Y'all wouldn't get out of my car! And your husband's trying to fight me and he's slamming my door left and... Get out of my car. I got it on video. I got it on video. Get out of my car.
Right there. You're going to jail.
I'm not going anywhere.
Get out of the car. What are you doing?
I am not going to jail.
And you put your hands on me, you're going to jail.
I didn't put my hands on you.
I'm on the phone with 911 Denver.
You're on the phone.
Videotape me.
Get out of my car.
Honey. I'm taking a picture of you. I ain't never in my life. Well, you just bought me a lawsuit, honey.
I asked you guys to stop yelling. That was it. I asked you guys to stop yelling and that was it. They're gonna know exactly who I am.
Seriously.
I'm not running from anyone. I didn't kidnap anyone. You wouldn't get out of my car. You refused to get out of my car.
Police officer, please find my location. He keeps taking off. He keeps moving.
I haven't moved.
I don't trust getting out because he keeps taking
Oh,
off.
shut
Tell him
up.
not to move.
I'm getting out of the car. You can stay here.
No.
That's all I wanted.
You can stay out of the car.
I cannot believe this woman made this Uber driver get out of his car.
Go ahead. Keep talking. Vandalize my car. Do whatever you got to do. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, I don't know what happened before this video started, but I feel like they might be the problem. What I don't understand is why are you remaining in an Uber that you feel supposedly unsafe in? Get out of there when the kidnapper doesn't want you. Uber driver should have taken her straight to the police station. You should have locked the door, just be like, okay. Yeah, but then you would have been kidnapping, and you don't want to kidnap that. The kidnapper is literally telling you to leave. And I'm literally telling you that I am so done. So done with this video. Subscribe!